That's the park behind my house. Let's go on a walk. Past couple years I've been going through a lot of elimination. I just feel so good to just come out here, be in the sun. Now that part's unfortunate. Of course, there's got to be a bunch of cars. But I won't complain too much. It's very beautiful. So how's your transition going? It's one thing I would like to try and foster is more of a community vibe online, you know, and I'd like to hear how you're doing. Tell us about your transition. We have the Arnold Ehret group, and I've noticed that we mucus diet practitioners tend to come to the front and get the information necessary and then kind of go off to themselves to practice the diet. And I think that's why our forums and that kind of thing that we try to get going don't always necessarily seem like they are popping. There's a lot of great forums online where people are supporting each other and talking, asking questions all the time, talking about things, and you know, daily there's dozens of posts. We might only have several posts every month in the Professor Arnold Ehret Forum, but whenever there is a post, it's profound. It's life-changing information, and that's kind of how we have done it. And when I say we, I'm talking about Brother Air and the other folks in our camp. The mucus diet is oftentimes about time. So sometimes you just have to take the information that you just got and go off to yourself and really, really practice it. Really see if it is what it claims to be or what everybody claims that it is. But with that said, I would like to, and always have, wanted to have more of a community type of feeling online. And so if you're out there listening to this, if we haven't heard your story before, or even if we have, I'd love to hear about it. Post it up in the Facebook forum is kind of the go-to spot for the folks that are practicing the mucus diet to ask questions and things of that nature. One issue with it was that I made the decision to make it open, so I've wondered if that is what sometimes keeps people from posting, because if you post in there, all your friends and everybody else sees it. However, at one point we took a vote in the group if we should keep it private or make it public, because I felt that would be one way to help the word get out there, would be when somebody posts something, all of their friends would see it, and so on and so forth. But I don't know, you tell me, give me some feedback on it if it's something that that interests you. Do you have any ideas about how to promote the diet, better get this information out there? I'm always game to hear that, because this is really a grassroots type of movement. You know, we don't have a lot of resources, we don't have a bunch of money and organizations and access to a lot of that stuff. You know, I got a camera, and we are busy trying to practice the diet, and that's the thing. You know, we are really dedicated to putting our time into getting ourselves together and trying to practice this on the highest level possible. So sometimes the worldly things become much, much less important. So stuff like the Facebook and the YouTube and all that kind of stuff kind of goes by the wayside when it's time to really get serious and do some physiological work. But with that said, I think we have at least been consistent in having a couple times a year we'll have some big splurges, you know, or some big surges of energy to get some stuff done. And it's really all about us. It's about supporting each other as we try to get over these various physiological humps, because there is nothing easy and simple about this transition. You know, there's a lot of hard work, and it does make it a lot easier when you're able to communicate with like-minded people. So I've been getting some questions about the high-fat vegan diet, and I mean it's not for me. It's not the Mucus-free diet. So I mean, it is what it is. Whatever people are into, that's what they're into. It's just not the Mucus-free diet, and I practice the Mucus-free diet. I promote the Mucus-free diet. So stuff like the nuts, the avocados, seeds, all that kind of stuff is really not where I'm at. And people that are on the transition really would benefit from staying away from some of that stuff, or at least learning how to eat it properly so that it eliminates well and it doesn't create this kind of obstruction. You don't want to have nuts just sitting in your intestines for days. You don't want to have, be constipated with a bunch of avocado. You want to be able to, have your insides really breathe. So yeah, high fat vegan, not not really into that. To me, that's a spot on the transition. Every diet that I've ever been exposed to that I can think of is really just is within the Mucus-free diet. Every diet, from raw foodism to veganism to vegetarianism to fruitarianism, even beyond all of that, it's all within the Mucus-free diet healing system, because you go through those various stages. You go through a vegetaric stage, vegetaric cooked food stage. You go through fruitarian stage. You visit fruitarian stage, and oftentimes you will come back and forth over a longer period of time between these various stages. So you might do some vegetaric stage for several weeks or a month or several months or a year. Then you have a period of vegan. You might have a period of cooked mucusless, have a period of raw mucusless, have a period of fruitarian, mucusless fruitarian. I never recommend trying to do all fruit and incorporate the so-called fatty fruits, the avocados and stuff. Now, I know some people, that's their bag. That's just not what I recommend or promote. To me, when you get on that fruit level, you want the fruit level to be totally mucusless. You do not want the fruit level to be dabbling in these fatty things. When you're into the vegetables and you're into your cooked vegetaric mode, go ahead and, you know, that's when you can get into some avocados and your nuts and all that kind of stuff. But I definitely do not recommend eating them when you are up in the higher level diets, aspects of the diet. That was fun. So, until next time, peace, love, and breath.